How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel. Why don't we have a look at this DC Direct 13-inch Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Here's the front of the box, says Green Lantern, of course, includes light-up power battery, 13-inch Deluxe Collector Figure. I love the box art for these guys. Here's the top of the box, Green Lantern, here's the side of the box, looks like this, and here's the other side, looks exactly the same. And then we have an image of the big figure in flight, blasting some energy from his ring. We got some instructions for how to make the power battery light up. Twist the bottom of the lantern clockwise and the light turns on. And then also down on the bottom here, we can see that little box that they're trying to showcase that his mask comes off. Hal Jordan Earth's Own Green Lantern is an exciting new addition to DC Direct's line of realistically proportioned superheroic 1/6 scale figures. Fully posable with 28 points of articulation and a removable mask, this deluxe collector figure includes a light-up lantern and a display stand. When you open up the flap, you can see the window, you got the figure, the extra hands, the removable mask that they're so proud of, and that their power battery down the bottom. I actually can't wait to get that part out of the box. I want to turn on that power battery. And of course, in the door you have another image of the figure in space, in flight, summoned to crashed spaceship by the dying alien Abin Sur. Hal Jordan was presented with the Ring of Power and became Earth's first Green Lantern, one of a band of intergalactic peacekeepers. Now, judging by what we're looking at here, it is evident that this guy's never been out of the package, judging by the fact that the tape on the hands and the mask is the factory tape. And the lantern still has the little pull tab right there so that the batteries don't drain out. Of note, though, it is kind of strange that he's got this here dirt scuff on his boot here like it fell on the floor in the factory. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's wipe that off. Oh yeah, that's definitely a factory floor dirt scrape. Okay, let's get him out. Oh yeah, also this is what the inside of the box looked like. That's very cool. I might use that in action figure photography when I'm taking portraits. All right, and here, there's a fly on. Did you see that? Get off my, sorry about that. And here he is all out of the package. No mask on his face. We're gonna put that on there later on during the video. You got the power battery right here, looking all power battery-ish. Let's get a close-up on that. Let's pull out the tab that comes in the power battery. Yoink. This is the first time it's gonna be turned on. And then you're supposed to just turn the bottom and it turns on. Well, that's anticlimactic. It's been in the package so long. Is the battery dead? Hey, dude, turn on. Turn on. That kind of sucks. I mean, I could open it up and have a peek, but in the end it doesn't even matter because I don't have a battery that would fit in here. I was really hoping that this would turn on and work after all that time. Hope the batteries didn't leak in here. Well, that kind of sucks, but he does come with these extra hands. As normal, the extra hands have bendy fingers, which is something that I certainly think is a very unique way of trying to handle the whole how do you close his hands thing. You just stick a wire in each finger. I'm not sure, none of my wired fingers have broken at this point, so I can't even complain about it. I think it's a very interesting way to tackle that situation. His ring on the end of his finger there, it's also been sculpted on pretty nice too. And of course we have Hal's mask right here. I'm curious as to how this is actually going to attach to his face without falling off. Let's see. Oh, well that's actually, that's pretty good. I didn't think it was going to look that nice on his face like that, but that actually looks really good, and it stays on there pretty firm. Oh, it fits right into his eyes like that. That is okay. And while we got Hal Jordan's noodle up close, let's just take a moment to look at all the details of his mug. And I think that this is one area that DC Direct definitely shines in with their 13-inch figure. Say what you will about the construction of the figure, its articulation, and the quality of the actual suits they come in. I really think that they usually do an excellent, fantastic job with the head sculpts on these guys. This Hal Jordan head sculpt looks really, really good, and it's painted fantastically. As for the body of this figure, well, it's to be expected. It's big, it's tall, the costume is kinda shiny, looks a little bit like spandex. We've definitely came past that as far as cloth goods uniforms go, but for the time, this really was all there was. I believe this was a 2005 release. The chest emblem looks okay. It looks like he's wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt. The gloves are actually two parts. You've got like a pleather right here for the wrist, and then obviously his fist is going to be its own separate piece, and the ring is sculpted and painted nicely on the figure. That is a big deal for me, actually. The suit's got a zipper in the back so that you could unzip it and take it off. I'm not really sure why you'd want to. Look at those big back muscles! And then same thing with the boots. The boots have some zippers along the back too, although I am going to leave his boots exactly where they are because like most of the 13-inch DC Direct figures, What's going on with the sole is an absolute disaster. You can see the glue there, and this is out of the box like that. That is something that plagued these DC Direct 13-inch figures. The feet, the bottoms, the soles of their feet would always... You saw my Batman review, the sole came off, case in point. If you're wondering just how big this guy is in comparison to your 6 and 7-inch scale figures, well, check that out. He is an absolute giant compared to your 6 and 7-inch Green Lantern figures. But if you're someone that has collected all of these bigger 13-inch ones, like myself, who is currently building up a collection of these guys, then he's gonna fit right in. By the way, I've also got, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it over there, a Martian Manhunter that I'm gonna be reviewing too. Okay, so now that we've gone through all that, what do I think of? Can I recommend, should you try to track down this DC Direct 13-inch Deluxe Hal Jordan action figure? The short answer is yes. I like him a lot. I'm actually pretty impressed with him. For me, he's a piece of action figure history. I plan on displaying him with the rest of my DC Direct 13-inch action figures, but really, for me, that's about it. I don't plan on doing any kind of action figure photography with this guy whatsoever. So you'll note that I actually skipped the articulation segment altogether, and that's because I don't feel like pretty much anyone will be taking this guy out of the box and engaging in all kinds of dynamically lit and posed shots with other 13-inch figures. I feel like most people are going to keep this guy in the box, or at the very least do what I'm doing and display him on a shelf, possibly with other 13-inch figures. So I skipped the articulation segment altogether. But I do like him very much. I highly recommend him. I will say, if you buy this guy new, it is a bummer if this light won't start. But what can I say? It's a 14 or 15-year-old figure. It makes sense that the batteries have no more juice in them. I just hope they haven't exploded inside of this lantern, if indeed they are the kind of batteries that would explode inside this lantern. I paid 80 bucks for this guy, and I feel like that's actually a really great price because he would have costed $80 to $90 brand new in the store in 2005. So essentially, I got this guy for no time markup. I got him for the same price as he would have been on the store shelves. Yes, I had to pay shipping, but that is just the cost of doing business. It's the price of getting collectibles that you can't find near you and that are also out of date. They're older. You're gonna end up having to pay shipping. I think if you can find this guy for 100 bucks, up to 100 bucks, maybe 110, and you like Green Lantern, you really want this, I say go for it. Anything more than 110, and I'd say hold off and wait, because these do come up on eBay from time to time for roughly the price that I paid. Don't jump the gun and buy one of the ones that's like $150 to $200. Just sit tight, and one will come up for cheaper, I promise. Anyway, super friends, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You'll note that I actually ended this video a lot different than usual, as in no photo montage, and that's because I couldn't take enough interesting photos to slap at the end. You just can't get this guy in enough interesting but different dynamic poses, I feel, to do the length of my spiel justice. So I figured I'd do it face to face this time instead, just popping up the occasional picture over me talking. But yeah, like I said, I'm done. So thank you so much for tuning in today and watching this video. It means so much to me. You mean so much to me. I will see you in the next one. Everyone, have a DC day and take care of yourselves and the people around you. This can be a dark world and it needs people to spread love and hope. Let's be those people. Bye for now.